Today, the moon is in Sagittarius, which is about travel, journeys, adventures. And there are some special things to know about today's Sagittarius moon that I'm going to be talking about today. I'm Marina Ormes here with your Astro vibe for Saturday, July 1st. And so, first of all, a Sagittarius, the sign of Sagittarius is about going beyond our backyard. So it's going outside of the zone that you know, the comfort zone, right? The good old comfort zone. Going to new places, discovering new things, having experiences that are outside of your ordinary. And so Sagittarius has to do with travel, with different cultures, different languages, and again, just having new experiences. But Sagittarius is also about the story we tell about that journey, about that path. And so it has to do with publishing, higher education, religion, philosophy. So the sign Sagittarius is kind of how we synthesize and unify and make meaning out of our experiences and how we tell that story. So I was sharing a little bit about that yesterday. And with today, now that we have Neptune retrograde, right? If you missed my little thing yesterday about Neptune retrograde, you'll want to check that out because maybe it will explain some things you might have noticed yesterday that might have felt a little a sense of being lost or confused or disillusioned or somehow getting lost in imagination. So now that Neptune is beginning its retrograde period, what we have is the energy of our spiritual journey, our spiritual experiences going inward. And when a planet goes retrograde, it's reviewing territory where it's already been, but it is also going inward where we can reflect, review, process, and kind of go back over old territory through our own process of reflection and review, maybe reconsidering some things, maybe redoing some things, revamping. So when it has to do with spirituality, which is Neptune, and that bigger picture of how we are, the little speck in the vastness of the cosmos, or like a drop in the ocean kind of thing. It reminds us that there is this bigger picture and how we make meaning for ourselves, how we connect with that bigger picture, how we feel that sense of belonging where that bigger picture of the divine or spirit or spiritual qualities are flowing through us. So with Neptune retrograde, we are bringing our spirituality inward for that review process, that reflection process. And with a Sagittarius moon, we're contemplating, like, how do we make meaning out of that? How do we tell that story of our own spiritual or personal journey so what is your path? What are you learning? What is the bigger picture of how your life story adds up to bring meaning to your life, how you might want to share that meaning through art, through telling your story, through your voice, through your creative work, different ways that could show up. But Sagittarius and the Sagittarius moon is bringing an opportunity to reflect on that, to think about your story and how you make meaning. And so Neptune is important part of that journey. Jupiter is also a planet that is a really important part of that Sagittarius journey. Jupiter is the ruler of Sagittarius, meaning it's really in sync with those energies. And so themes of beliefs and belief systems and where we find optimism, where we place our faith, how we feel that sense of belief and hope for the future. So the planet Jupiter is in Taurus, which is very practical and earthy and methodical. So we're kind of, this is an opportunity to kind of go through some methodical thinking about who you are, about how you fit in that bigger picture of your own spiritual journey. And that could, it could be a good time to get some things down into tangible form. And so doing art, writing, finding ways of sharing your truth and sharing what brings meaning to your life and your bigger why. Why are you doing this? What do you care about? How is this something that you want to participate in to be a force for good in the world and to bring more love in, which is, I think, it's like, bringing more love in is the ultimate purpose of life on earth. And how we do that is going to look different for each of us. And so what is your way? What is your way of bringing more love in through who you are, how you show up in the world, and, being a role model for others in all the various ways that we show up in our lives, in our friendships, our families, our relationships, for our children, our grandchildren, all of that. So, kind of thinking about the big picture today, but also with the moon in Sagittarius, an opportunity to focus on that inward journey and how it brings meaning to your life and what is important for you. All right. I am Marina Ormes. You can learn more about me at astrologyheals.com. Thank you so much for being here and for subscribing to this YouTube channel. I'm going to be back tomorrow talking about the upcoming full moon in Capricorn, so don't miss that. The full moon is exact early Monday morning. So we'll be talking about that tomorrow and what to look for and how to work with some energies of things coming to fruition and what that might look like for better or worse, right? Maybe some chickens coming home to roost. All right. I will see you then. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.